In other news, there's new financial strain for seniors with a new survey revealing home ownership doesn't guarantee financial security into retirement.
Now, half say that they still need an extra $10,000 to $15,000 above the age pension just for a basic lifestyle. It's a reality that Chris and Carol DeGeneres know all too well, and they join us right now on the couch alongside Chris Grice from the National Seniors Australia. Welcome to you both. Good to see you. Okay, how would you describe what you require in retirement in terms of the knowledge that you have? Because it seems that it's all part of what you do is the financial advice that you get.
Yes, so we were lucky that we sought financial advice in our 50s, which meant that we had an idea of what we needed every year to live on, just to cover the cost of living. Chris unexpectedly had to retire at the age of 57, so our financial advisor was able to steer us through that, drawing down our super early. So we, at the end of last year, we were able to downsize. We're on a pension now, part pension, with some money coming in from super, but we also purchased a Challenger annuity, which guarantees us that the fees that we have for ongoing in the retirement village, we're guaranteed that that's covered, which means that into the future, if something happens to one of us, the other one, we don't have to worry about, well, we've lost a pension, how are we going to move forward? And so financial planning enabled us to plan well for the future, and then purchasing the annuity, getting that advice has made a difference as well.
And Chris, even with all that good planning, I mean, in a cost of living crisis, it's so hard for so many, but what sort of sacrifices have you had to make?
Well, in terms of, well, me having to not work, to be able to just have a lifestyle. We're not, we're not into buying super yachts and new cars and things like that. That's just the way Carol and I are.
We're comfortable.
We're comfortable, and we don't have to worry. We don't worry.
That's the key, isn't it? Yep. Not having to worry. All right, let's bring in Chris Grice now from the National Senior Australia. So what can be done to support people in their retirement planning? As we're seeing from Carol and Chris here, they've just nailed it.
Yeah, Mon, we've been doing this research with Challenger actually now for about 12 years, and consistently what has come through is that older folk are looking for information, education, and you can get it from, I guess, sites that the government produce, like Money Smart. That's a really good site. Obviously, we'd encourage people not to just go online and look at influencers for their information support. That's really important. But I guess most importantly, as they've mentioned, that getting a financial planner and having a conversation with a financial planner as early as possible is so critical.
Yeah, Chris, you're right, and I think a lot of people know that planning's important, particularly, with the cost of aged care on the rise too, but it's exactly how best people can plan that we need to talk about, and how can they do that?
Yeah, I guess part of this study 3 years ago, people identified that about 30%, just over 30%, identified that aged care was sort of a consideration for them. Recently, in this most recent study, it's over 60%, and this is prior to the government announcing, with bipartisan support with the coalition, to introduce new reforms as far as aged care and the funding of aged care. So we're expecting aged care to be really front of mind, and we would encourage folk as early as possible to again have a conversation with a planner about preparation for their aged care going forward.
Chris and Carol are on the couch here nodding as you're speaking, Chris. Thank you so much to the three of you. We really appreciate it.